In 2024, the UFC finally started doing early press conferences outside of the press conferences that they do during fight week for pay-per-view fights. Now, today, Umar and Merab gave us some entertainment, which I was not expecting. I looked at this lineup for this press conference and I went, oh God, Umar, Islam, Merab, and Arman Tsarukyan. This is going to be a brutal press conference to get through, and it ended up being super, super lit. We had a bunch of arguing between these two right here, Umar and Merab. We had Merab just crashing out, embarrassing himself, to be honest, and Islam even kind of big dicking Merab. So today we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about the UFC 311 press conference. They just announced the fights a couple days ago. My most recent video was about the fights that were announced. So we're going to talk about this press conference. We're going to talk about a little something that happened backstage, and we are going to talk about the UFC 311 card in Los Angeles. So stick around to hear my thoughts on UFC 311 and this press conference. I'm Wyatt, and this is Fight Society. And before we get into the video, please make sure to like, subscribe, drop a comment down below, all that good YouTube stuff. It really helps me out a lot. If you want access to bonus content such as members only live streams and some other extra perks, become a channel member today by clicking the link down below or the join button on our channel homepage. Thank you very much. Back to the video. Well, Islam Makhachev and Arman Tsarukyan were not as entertaining on the mic as they are in the cage. Merab Dvalishvili was able to provide us with some entertainment at his own expense. I mean, he was really just crashing out on the mic. It didn't go well for him today, to be honest.
No, he start talk trash online, and then the real men don't doing this, you know. So, okay, it's a personal for me, yeah.
You know, you did after.
And as you can see, Merab is just terrible on the mic, especially for a champ. Oh my God. Rumor has it he's still making his UFC no chase speech after winning the belt. And Merab just so fired up, out of character, really honestly, like on the verge of tears during this press conference.
And you want to fight me after you was number 14, I was number 1? You want to fight me?
Totarian 50-45.
Yes.
And who interested in this revanche? Nobody don't care about this revanche.
Bro,
only one.
And here they are, they're arguing about Peter Yan, because Peter Yan beat Davison Figueiredo last week, and Merab Dvalishvili called out Peter Yan. Honestly, Merab looked terrible for most of this press conference. Here he is right here, claiming that he's the one that would be making Umar popular, even though, you know, Umar's a disciple of one of the most popular MMA fighters in all time, Khabib Nurmagomedov, and Merab Dvalishvili is a relatively unknown champion.
It's not just me, whole world. When
What world, bro?
okay, when you after your fight, they ask me about Umar. They ask me
I don't
about
want to make you
Umar.
popular. You know, I don't want to. You want
Thank you,
popular.
Dana White.
Because
You
I don't want
don't
to make
say
you popular.
anytime,
Why I have to
anywhere.
promote you?
It's just funny seeing somebody like Merab, who most people don't know about. They just know him as the guy that beat O'Malley, basically. I'm talking about the casual fans. I'm not talking about you guys, the distinguished, cultured MMA peoples in my chat and in my comments. I'm just talking about overall, people don't know who Merab is outside of the hardcores, and he's a champ.
Who are you?
So hearing him say something like that to somebody that's coming from Khabib's camp, that's actually has the Nurmagomedov name and a ton of hype, it's just funny to me.
Best moment, and about Islam, he
How
always
about jacuzzi?
And here is Merab actually referencing the famous jacuzzi picture of Khabib, Islam, and all those people cutting weight in a sauna in like a hot tub or something, or a bathtub together. And Merab mentions that, which actually causes Islam to speak up, which was really interesting. And he honestly mogs Merab.
And about Islam, he
How
always.
about jacuzzi?
You can come.
I was not there.
And Islam says, you can come. And then Islam has something to say to Merab.
Come.
And you have to talk your fight. Don't talk about something else.
And
Focus on your fight, Merab. Focus on your fight.
Okay.
I want to say just one thing, Merab. I don't have nothing for you, just respect. But don't make the belt look bad. You know, when you have some real contender, just fight. This thing what I want to say. That's it.
Islam, I have so much respect for you, of course, and who don't have respect for you. And
I don't want to discuss some problem with you right now, but you join for.
we all know the Umar getting gift, you know.
How? One second.
Thank you
one
so
second,
much
one
for
second.
give Dana. Thank you so much. I'm really appreciate it. Thank you. You good? Thank you for gift.
Okay, that's it.
I don't
That's
care.
how you
Gift,
should
no
talk.
gift.
That's how you
Deserve,
should talk.
not deserve. I won't become champion.
And honestly, fantastic press conference. I love how Islam was backing up Umar and all of that. Honestly, fantastic press conference. There's a lot more back and forth as well. But honestly, I'll say Islam and Umar seem very confident. Arman Tsarukyan is a little bit of an NPC, so I couldn't really read him all that well. But Merab seems rattled. He doesn't seem as confident as he did against O'Malley. He might have been very confident he was going to beat O'Malley, but Merab does seem a little rattled, a little bothered. Maybe he's just mad that the UFC privilege that Umar has because of his relation to Khabib is resulting in him making a quick turnaround. We'll see, obviously. Once the fight comes around in January, we'll see, but I'm pretty confident that both of Khabib's disciples get wins here. And then we even had this right here. Nate Diaz is backstage, I assume for Crone Gracie. But Nate Diaz is backstage. He's cornering a teammate for this fight. And he ran into Islam backstage. And for those of you that don't know, there are some serious long-term issues between the Diaz's and their Nurmagomedov clique. And so here is Nate Diaz and Team Makhachev throwing water bottles backstage. A little callback to the McGregor beef. And then Pereira just appear. Alex just appearing. And this right here is pretty funny, saying Nate is probably so high he thinks it's Shemaev. And we already talked about it the other day, but here's the UFC 311 card. It's absolutely insane. There's some other fights as well, but these are the ones of note. We got Islam and Arman, Merab and Umar. We just talked about the press conference for those. Then we have Jamahal Hill and Jiri. We just talked about all this beef with Alex Pereira, all this other stuff this past week or so. And then also recently announced Beneil Dariush and Renato Moicano. And then Kevin Holland, Renner de Ritter, Johnny Walker, Bogdan Guskov, Peyton Talbot, Hayani Barcelos, and Jailton Almeida, Sergey Spivak. This is such a stat card to start off the year. I think 2025 is going to be huge. I think we maybe get a McGregor comeback. We are going to get less Apex cards, and we're starting with a banger pay-per-view. So let me know your thoughts down below. Who do you think is going to win these fights? And what do you think of that press conference? Personally, I think Umar and Islam are going to win those two fights from the press conference. And I think that Merab seems really rattled. I think he wanted to hold out from Umar and fight like Peter Yan, somebody that he already beat, Sean O'Malley, somebody that he already beat, and that they knew, or that he knows can't keep up with his wrestling, whereas Umar probably is able to. So let me know your thoughts down below. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching this video. Please make sure to like, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. It really helps me out a lot. If you want access to bonus content, become a channel member today by clicking the join button on our channel homepage or the link down below this video. If you're interested in some non-MMA content from me, go check out my podcast, What's Up Bro, with Wyatt and Bo, in the link down below. Go watch this suggested video, and I'll see you next time.